Magician.
Right, the skeleton character decks. Let's see, there have been only 5 of these played at Dead Universe Comics. Wait, is it 5? Yeah, it's 5 over the course of 2015, 16 and 17. The whole idea behind that was you have to use certain cards that a character played, and then the rest of the deck can be whatever you want. And I did, of course, play my pure Yugi and Jaden character decks at first, but made it follow the ban list, obviously, and the requirements for the skeleton character rules. Although there would be others that would combine them with meta cards, which I didn't like, to be honest, because this is supposed to be a fun, chilled and casual kind of format and tournament. It's meant to be a break from the meta. And plus, it's not really fair against those playing pure character decks. Let's see. I think the first 2 times with the skeleton Yugi character deck, I didn't do that great. Can't remember how many rounds of Swiss there were the first time. It might have been just 4, and I think I had a dead even score of 2 wins and 2 losses, but I kept getting pitted against 5D's decks, which was odd. I did get a funny game ender against someone, though. I forget what it was with. In the other one, I started off great. I won my first 2 rounds, and the third one was against Weber's 5 with the Yuma deck, something I talked about in some recent top 5 or above videos. I was luck-sacked by Archer to Archer. Now, I don't remember my other matchups, but I did do enough to make to top, only to lose to Weber's 5 again. But then after that, I made a separate Yugi deck, which was designed in a similar way to how my Dark Magician deck was back then. And I did do a lot better in this one, although there were only 4 of us, me, Weber's 5, Brute Boy and Joel. And I won most of my rounds. My only loss was to Weber's 5, who was now playing Black Wings, but I did beat the other 2 and finished second, so that was good. And as for the Jaden deck, well, the first skeleton character Jaden deck was my actual Jaden deck, but I don't think I did very well in that one. And I only remember one match, which was against Raid Raptors, so Shay, basically. The other one, it was great. I did so much better, and this was a separate Jaden deck, built in a similar way to my pure elemental hero deck. I went pretty much undefeated, beating Lunar Lights, Evil Heroes, and Marek. Although I shouldn't have won against the Lunar Lights, really. This was basically Dragon Master 25's Lunar Lights, and it went to a third game, and he actually could have won against me, but he made a huge misplay that cost him. Yeah, God, I feel bad bringing it up, but yeah, my only monsters were Escoridao in attack mode and Bobbleman in defense mode, and I had somewhere under 3,500. He managed to bring out Lunarlight's Leo Dancer. He had successfully attacked and destroyed Escoridao, and at this point he actually could have won because my Bobbleman was special summoned, so all he needed to do was activate Leo Dancer's effect, destroy the Bobbleman and attack for game. But instead he attacked the Bobbleman because he didn't know it was special summoned, even though I did say it was special summoned. On my turn I went main 2, special Bobbleman, but he didn't hear me. And because of that I was able to top Miracle Fusion, bring out Shining Flare Wingman and attack for game. And then I won my other games. So, yeah, at that point I did finally win a locals with Elemental Heroes, but it just didn't feel 100% right. And like I said before, I just feel bad if I win a match because my opponent misplayed. I never want to win like that. But because my Elemental Hero deck went on to win other tournaments, that did make up for it. Rockets. Yeah, I only played this in one locals. The last one we had before the UK went into lockdown because of the pandemic. And 4 rounds were played, but I managed to finish on a dead even score of 2 wins and 2 losses. My wins being against Cyber Dragons and Noble Knights, my losses being against Endymion and Paleozoic Frog. So, pretty good. Destiny Heroes. I played this in 1 locals and also kept a dead even score of 2 wins and 2 losses. Started out badly though, losing against Sword Soul and Pass. I keep forgetting, but my wins being against Fire Warriors and Endymion, and of course that was the first time I'd ever properly beaten Endymion in a match. That was a great highlight from 2022. All I can say is thank you, Destroyer, Phoenix Enforcer, and Plasma. Oh, and Super Poly as well. Skeleton Yugi I already did. Black Wings. I only ever played this in 2 locals. One in 2019, another in 2020. In 2019, I got 2 wins and 1 loss in the rounds of Swiss. My loss was against Guru Control, but my wins were against Store Wings and some hero deck that Cal was playing. Neos Beatdown, I also only... Oh, wait, sorry, I forgot the other Blackwing tournament, where technically I went undefeated, because I got 2 wins and 2 draws. The draws were against Infernoids and... Shadows, I think. And the wins were against either Rockets or Dragon Link. I can't remember exactly, but and Spirals. But the only reason I won against Spirals was because my opponent bricked game 1 and then decided to drop. It was like, okay, fair enough. Funny result. Anyway, Neos Beatdown. I played this in 2 tournaments. One in 2010 and again in 2015. In 2010, I did very well and made top 8, only to lose to Zombies. And in 2015, I think I did good. I can't remember if I won 2 matches or 3 matches, but I don't think I topped, which was unfortunate. Little City, this was like during its prime, but I didn't play it because it was anti-meta. I played it because I just played it out of my love for Heroes, and I did great in this one. I beat Karibo, I beat Dark Stall, and I beat Gravekeepers, and it was funny when I took advantage of the old rules of field spells where there could only be 1 at a time. All I needed to do was play Skyscraper over Necro Valley. It was a big help, but I don't remember what my losses were against. But I do remember that I did top 8 and lost against whatever Seb was playing at the time. I can't remember if it was Zombies or Monarchs. Summon Skull, yeah, I only played this once. September and October 2019 was a period where I was playing some different casual decks in tournaments, just for the fun of it. But I don't remember what my matchups were. Hello again, Bertie. But I don't think I did very well. I can't... Seriously? That's twice you're blocking the view. There we are. But again, I don't remember if I got only 1 win or I got no wins at all. Warriors, this was something I played consistently in the Pharaoh's Elite days and Trotters days. Because every time I entered it in a Trotters tournament, I always got 3 wins and 2 losses. Whereas in the Pharaoh's Elite tournaments, I was able to top more easily until the Summer Cup Qualifier 2008. Because the first time I used it in a Pharaoh's Elite tournament, I got into the top 4, only to lose against Dragons, and the time after that was round 2 of the Summer Cup Qualifier 2007, where I won the whole thing. And then moving forward a year, I played it in 3 Summer Cup tournaments. Failed to top the first time. I did manage to top the second time after a long, grueling battle against 6 Samurais, which I just beat 2-1, only to face the same 6 Samurai deck in the top 8, and I was like, are you kidding me? I was just barely able to win. And then I got 2-0'd. And then the following tournament, I did actually win 3 matches, but didn't top. I finished 10th. And I was like, how did I not top 8? I won 3 matches. But, yeah, it's the same answer. Fucking tiebreakers. And I didn't retire my Warrior deck after that, although it did come back a few years later. And I played it one more time back in 2013, because this was during a period where I was celebrating 10 years since I got into the game and wanted to play all my tournament winning decks in tournaments. I think my Warriors did quite well. I don't remember how well. I can't remember if I won 2 matches or 3 matches, but I know I think I did beat Fairy Agent. I know I did lose against Evil Swarm, but luckily my Warrior deck is one of the few decks that can actually deal with Ophion. I mean, yeah, I play some high-level monsters, but they usually need to be tribute summoned, so Ophion didn't affect me at all. But yeah, I still lost against that, and... Oh no, it wasn't Fairy Agents Jack played. I think he played Fortune Ladies at the time. And that was what I won against. Can't believe I only just remembered that. Anyway, Neospacians. I played this in at least... No, I played this in 3 different tournaments, 2 of which I did surprisingly well in. But I've told the story of the first one many times, and I did make top 8 the first time, even though I wasn't expecting to. In fact, I wasn't expecting to do well at all. But yeah, I got 3 wins and 2 losses. The losses were against Light Swarms, oh yeah, and Demise OTK, but the wins were against a random machine deck, Blue Eyes White Dragon, and the light deck that G was playing at the time, although technically I should have lost this one, but he decided to throw, I guess just for the lols, and not play properly, whereas I was trying to play properly, and I did win, and because of that I made top 8, and I beat Demise OTK in the top 8, and that was one of the only 2 times that I ever won against that deck, interestingly enough. Actually, no, that was a lie. There was another occasion, because before I beat it in a tag team tournament, and then again during Swiss in one of the tournaments where I played Elemental Heroes, although that was after it got hit quite significantly, because Advanced Ritual Art went to 1, but that didn't stop the deck being played. But no, I did win against it here, and Dark Panther copying Demise itself helped a lot, and then I lost against Macro in the top 4. So yeah, that was in 2008. Then I played it again in 2015, just for lols, and I lost against Scraps, but I don't remember what my other matchups were, so I don't remember how well I did, but obviously not well enough to top. And then the last time I did was way back in December 2016, when I managed to have another dead even score of 2 wins and 2 losses, because only 4 rounds were played. I lost against Minerva Sworn and Metal Foes, but I did beat Store Wings and ABCs. Yes, the famous match where I beat one of the top decks of the meta with Neospacians, all because Anti-Spell Fragrance backfired. Plus, I got lucky in game 2. Destiny and Dragoon. I only played this in 1 tournament ever, and I beat Final Countdown. I beat actually No, I lost against whatever Code was playing. I don't remember my other matchups, but I know I did do enough to make top 4, only to lose to Code again. I think I was quite lucky against Final Countdown, because that's not necessarily a good matchup, because there's hardly any monsters in the deck, and even if they are, they have low attack, so it's kind of hard to do burn damage, although there was one mistake, but I don't think it would have affected anything, where I used Destiny and Dragoon's effect on a face-down Winged Karibo. But what I didn't know, until it was pointed out later, was that if it destroys a face-down monster, it doesn't inflict the burn damage. It needs to be face-up. But yeah, that's that. Then my card deck, the deck of cards, which I played in the second last tournament of the September 2010 format, and this was when Six Samurais re-entered the meta, which I did play against, but lost horribly against, and I don't remember what my other matchups were. It's been too long, but I think I won a couple of matches, but obviously didn't do well enough to top there. But still a fun deck all the same. Playing things like Card Destruction, Card Trooper, Card Rotator, things like that. Blackluster Soldier. I played this in a tournament back in 2018, just for the fun of it. It's hard to remember my matchups, though. I only remember 2 of them. Pendulum Magicians and either Dark Magician or Element Sabers, which young Nick was playing. I know I beat him. I know I lost against Weber's 5, but I forget what my other matchups were. Fish. I played my Fish deck in one tournament, also back in 2008, and this was a week after I played Neospatians for the first time, and this was an absolute scrubbing. I wasn't expecting to do well, but I wanted to play the Fish deck anyway, just for the fun of it. I know my losses were against Six Samurais. I know this because I got gamed by Spirit of the Six Samurai, the one that equips onto a Six Samurai and gives it 500 attack. I know what my last matchup was against, and this was the only one I won, and that was against Ethan playing something with Light and Darkness Dragon. This was memorable because a mistake was made that messed up the game state, and it had to go to a 4th game, because this happened in game 3, and he used reasoning to bring out Light and Darkness Dragon. Yeah, you can see the problem with this, can't you? But what we didn't realise until a few turns later was that Light and Darkness Dragon can't be special summoned, so we got a double game loss and played out game 4, and I was able to win it. So at least I got 1 win. That's better than nothing. Then Poker Nights. Yeah, I played Poker Nights in one tournament back in 2017. But I don't think I did that well. I know I lost at least 2 matches. I don't remember what my wins were against, but I lost against Steve, playing a mixture of Cosmo and Artifacts, plus a Light Swarm deck. Although I did win game 1, though, thanks to Obelisk, which I was playing, because I managed to stop Judgment Dragon with Fiendish Chain, and and I was sitting behind Castell and something else. Oh yeah, it was. I managed to. I then played Brilliant Fusion, got out Seraphonite, then used the additional normal summon to bring out Queen's Knight. Then for the regular normal summon, tribute summoned Obelisk and destroyed Judgment Dragon with him. But then I lost the other two duels. But I think I did win 2 other games at least. Again, I don't remember the matchups, but that was a highlight. Machines, generic machines. I played this in 3 local tournaments, actually. The first time was the first tournament of 2007, which I won. And that was the first time I ever won a tournament. The second time was a few months later, where I think went undefeated again, at least in Swiss, and topped, and then got luck sacked in that match. I forget what it was exactly, but yeah, it wasn't great. And then the other one was in 2013, actually. I guess technically the first tournament of the September 2013 format, but didn't do as well, of course. I lost against Dark World, and I think I also lost against Dragon Ruler Plant, but don't remember what my other matchups were, but I think I did win 1 or 2 matches. Raid Raptors. I played this in 2 tournaments, hoping to do well, but yeah, the first time, back in 2018, not off to a good start. I lost against Paleozoic Frog, although I did get 1 duel win, thanks to Ultimate Falcon. Oh, really, Socks? Sorry, I'm losing my trail of thought now. But yeah, I lost that 2-1. Then I lost against fucking Altergeist. But I did get a win against Element Sabers, though. I don't remember if there were any other matches, but yeah, that was that. Then the second time was back in 2021 during one of my temporary returns to tournaments, and the goal here was to win more than 1 match, but wasn't quite the case. I just didn't do any better. I lost against True Draco. I drew against Zombie Horde. I lost against Madolches, partially because Marley, yes, you, sided Shadow Imprisoning Mirror against me. Not cool, bro. And then I think I got a bye, I don't remember, but I got a draw against Unchained. So, yeah, again, not great. I really thought I'd do better, considering, again, Raid Raptors are one of my best ever decks, one of the Epic Elites, and it just didn't fare as well as I would have liked. Spirals. I played this in a tournament back in 2018 as well, and I think I started off well. I think I did win at least 1 match, but didn't do well in the others. Shame, really. The Yugi character deck. I played this in a few tournaments, actually, following the ban list, of course. Well, except the first time I did, when I played it in a traditional format tournament, which I finished third in, only losing one round, which was against a Chaos deck. And that was actually the best I ever did in the Trotters tournaments, funnily enough. But after that, not so great. Only winning like one match the other two times back in 2010, and a couple in this one tournament from 2012 where Derek allowed us to play one banned card. Now, I only remember 3 matchups: Crystal Beasts, Light Swarms, both of which I lost to, and this old kind of Monarch deck that was running Wave Motion Cannon, which I also lost against. I think I won my other 2 games. I hope I won my other 2 games, because it would have sucked just scrubbing out with that deck. Plants, pure plants. One of my best decks, at least from back then, 2009, and I actually did really well here, winning 3 out of 5 matches, one of which was against Light Swarms, I thought I'd made top 8, and it was assumed that I made top 8, but then apparently there was a mistake, and then it turns out that I didn't make top 8, and I finished 9th. I mean, are you kidding me? I was doing so well, and I got robbed of a top 8 spot just like that. Absolute bullshit. Evil Heroes. This I played in 2 tournaments. I played it in one tournament, which was the last tournament of the March 2009 format, and I did, but I only won 1 match here, which was against Ethan playing a Skill Drain deck of some kind, whereas my losses were against whatever the hell G was playing, Morphtronics, and I can't remember about the others. It's a complete blank. Did slightly better in the other one, though, which was in 2014. I lost against 2 Burning Abyss decks. Don't remember what the other loss was against, but I won 2 matches, one of which was against Noble Knights, and the other don't remember, because it's been so long. Speedroids. Yeah, I only ever played this in 1 tournament, and just scrubbed out big time. And this was during another of my temporary returns. We're talking 2023. And I lost against 2 Kashtira decks, Ninjas and Tri-Brigade. Ninjas being the only deck here that I don't hate. I don't know why I struggled so much against them. Surely Ninjas shouldn't be difficult to beat, but for some reason I just really struggled. The Kashtira matchups were just complete bullshit. I mean, Kashtiras are horrible to play against. I mean, why can't they just die in a fire? And one of those matchups was against Georgia, where he just luck sacked me with Forbidden Lance and Change of Heart. As I remember, he had 2 tokens, and I had High Speed Droid Kendama, and he only had exactly 2200 left, and I was went to attack the game, and he lanced me, and I was on low life points as well, and he top deck change of heart. I was like, nope, fuck this, I'm scooping, I'm not giving you the satisfaction. But again, why change of heart was unbanned is beyond me. But against the other Kashtira deck, I did get a win against it. Don't remember how I did it, but still lost that. And then I lost against Tri Brigade, which of course is also infuriating to play against, because A, it's an OTK deck, and B, I hate their boss monster, the Ominous Omen, a non-targeting cheap shot banish card, and it fucking chain blocked me in game 2, and played around Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, and I top-decked Monster Reborn and brought it back because it was destroyed. Then he activated Tri Brigade Revolt and brought out Ominous Omen, and then activated something in response to the Omen's effect, which meant I couldn't negate Omen with Crystal Wing. I'm sorry, but that was just absolute bullshit. Yeah, I was gutted. I really thought I'd do well with Speedroids, since, again, it's one of my best decks and one of the epic elites, but it just didn't happen. Crystal Beasts, I played this in 2 tournaments back in 2011. The first time I just scrubbed out and lost all my games against anti-meta, scraps, and 3 different Lightsworn decks. But that was because before I was given a wrong ruling about how Crystal Beasts worked when destroyed while face down. Because I was told if they were destroyed in battle while face down, they don't go to the back row. But then I found out later on that that the battle flips them up and therefore makes it so that they can go to the back row. I was so pissed off that I got given a wrong ruling. In fact, it was someone in the comments from a video back in 2009. So for about a year and a half, I believed a wrong ruling. See, this is why I'm now hesitant to believe people who give rulings in the comments nowadays, because whenever they do, I try and check and double check to make sure they're telling the truth. But yeah, because of this, I gave them another chance, and got 2 wins out of 5. My wins were against Machines, and don't remember, I actually can't remember my other matchups. Utopia. Now, I only played this in 1 tournament, which was back in 2013, and this was in the last Ferret Elite tournament I ever played in, unless you count that one-off from 2017. But yeah, I just didn't do very well in this one. I lost my first 3 games, but did win my other ones. I beat Storwings, and I beat Dragoonities, I think. I can't remember exactly. Big City, I only played this in 1 tournament as well, and didn't do very well. I think I lost all my games. Either that or I did win at least 1. And there was one where Skyscraper 2 was just countered because one of my elemental heroes was destroyed by a card effect. Skyscraper 2 is kind of redundant if my heroes aren't being destroyed by battle. Neos Wise Man. I played this in 3 different tournaments, one back in 2010 and 2 in 2013. Obviously this was long before Neos Kruger existed, and back when Neos Wise Man wasn't very good. But yeah, I'm pretty sure in all 3 of these I lost all my games, but it was still fun though. I had a great time, especially when I did actually get Neos Wise Man out. Yusei, my Yusei character deck. Oh, wait a minute, I had 2 different ones. The pure Yusei deck and Yusei Fudo Turbo, which meant I did actually play 58 different decks, or 59 if you count whatever deck I mentioned, Earthbound Immortals, like if I did actually play Earthbound Immortals in one. But well, with Yusei Fudo Turbo, and I think the pure Yusei deck as well, I only won 1 match, and that was it. Because, yeah, the Yusei deck just it didn't work as well as Yusei Fudo Turbo. Yeah, I was so unlucky with Yusei Fudo Turbo as well. I did win my first round, which was against Fortune Ladies, and then lost all the others. The Light Swarms and Gladiator Beasts. Oh yeah, and X-Sabers and Blackwings. Basically, all the competitive decks from back then. Although I would have preferred to not play against Sabers and Glads, because I just can't stand them. Yeah, the Jaden character deck. Unless you count the skeleton character Jaden deck, I played the pure one in 1 tournament, but again, I only won 1 match. As 1 loss was against Blackwings. Don't remember what else I lost against, but my 1 and only win was against Monarchs, would you believe? And I think I won against them by pure luck. Exodia. I played Exodia in quite a few tournaments in my time. The first time was my first ever tournament, and that was a complete scrubbing. Lost all my games. After that, I played it in a Pharaoh's Elite tour. No, I played it in 2 Trotters tournaments, and so yeah, the second time, first ever Trotters tournament, I think I got 1 win and that was it. After that I got 3 wins. After that I played it in 3 Pharaoh's Elite tournaments actually, 2 of which I made top 8 in, and 1 of which I didn't do very well in, and only won 1 game. Then after that I played it in 1 Dead Universe Comics tournament and completely scrubbed. How many is that? So that was 6. And then the 7th and last one was at Tabletop Republic, where I did get 1 win, which was against Eldritch. Yeah, it was something the others found exciting to see. didn't fare so well in my other matches, though. I lost against Labyrinth and Branded Chimera. And even Tom was like, I swear if I lose to Exodia. But no, he didn't, though, because he was playing meta. Yeah. Vampires. I actually played this in 3 tournaments. Yeah, 3. And the first 2 were long before vampires became an actual archetype. Yeah, the first time, I think I only won 1 match, and that was it. And the second time, I think I won 1 or 2 matches, one of which was the first ever recorded game against Dragon Master 25 when he was playing his Synchro deck. Don't remember what the other win against, but I know my losses were against 6 Satins and Dragoonities, plus something else. Don't remember. And then the last time was in a Dead Universe Comics tournament, where I lost against 2 different Light Sworn decks and ABCs. And it's a shame, because even though Matt, who was playing ABCs, dropped Dragon Buster and Cyber Dragon Infinity turn 1, I was able to just guide you his field away. And, well, you will rather use Gamma Seal and System Down to break his board, because I dropped Gamma Seal on Infinity and used System Down to banish the Dragon Buster. And I still ended up losing, whereas my wins were against Dark Magician and Don't Remember. It's been a while. So I guess 1 or 2 wins is about the best Vampires did. Then there was my Jack Atlas character deck. I played this in the first ever tournament, the first tournament of 2011, and scrubbed big time. Yeah, this felt like the Majestic Star Dragon tournament all over again, where I didn't win a single duel. Because I remember 2 of my losses were against Karakuris and Blackwings, and I don't remember what else I played against, but yeah. Oh yeah, Scraps was another loss, I think. Oh no, I also lost against Anti-Meta as well. Yeah, so yeah, not great matchups. Gagagas. I played this in 1 tournament, which was another Tabletop Republic tournament, and yeah, this was a complete scrubbing as well, and I lost all my matches. Cyber Dragons, Unchained, Dragon Link, Flunderies, and Sky Strikers. Although against Cyber Dragons and Sky Strikers I did win 1 duel at least, but yeah, finished dead last. So unfortunate. I think if I was playing against something a bit easier, then I would have had more of a chance, but yeah, I faced almost nothing but meta, pretty much. Gaia Knight. Gaia Knight I did really well with, I think. And I can't remember if there were 4 rounds or 5. I mean, I did beat Crystal Beasts and Sprite, I know that, but I did lose against Branded and Flonderies, and that was the first time I ever played against Flonderies, but, I was trying to be clever and play around the M-Pen. That's their boss monster, right? The one that makes it so that special summoned monsters in attack mode can't activate their effects. However, I brought out Gaia, the Knight of Dragon Magic, in defense and was able to pop it. Can't stop monsters that are in defense mode. But I still lost horribly because they were just too overwhelming, especially when that trap made it so they could do multiple normal summons on my turn, which threw me off. I was like, wait, you can do all this on my turn? It's so annoying when decks just play out things on my turn as if it was their turn. And it's just like, oh my god, stop doing things on my turn. That was that. Yugi Gadget. I played my Gadget in Gadget deck in multiple tournaments. I think I only ever played it in 2 though. First back in 2009, and I made top 8, although I don't remember what I lost against in the top 8, and then again in late 2021. But I did great that evening. I beat Earth Machine, I beat Red Eyes, but lost against Endymion. All because of fucking end of match procedure, along with the fact that I forgot that Selene can't be attacked if there's another Endymion card out. Now I went over this before, but if I'd have just made Honorak or Castell instead of Gigant X, in a bid to get rid of Selene, I probably would have won that duel. And then maybe made it so that it ended in a draw. But no such luck. It just goes to show that gadgets can fare well. I don't think I played it in any other tournaments. We're almost at the end here. Jinzo. I played my Jinzo deck in one tournament and scrubbed out. Although I'd like to think I put up a decent fight against Vanquish Soul and the mishmash of Tearlaments and Pearlies, just because I stalled with Battle Fader. Shame. It would have been funny if I got paired against someone playing Trap Tricks or Labyrinth, because surely Jinzo should be an auto win against those decks. I didn't quite get to that. But no, I lost against Tearlament Pearly, I lost against Vanquish Soul, and I lost against Sprite. Because I was trying to remember what Tom was playing. That was that. Toons. Toons was one of the chilled decks I played back in 2019. But the only matchup I remember was against Denyi, which I'm pretty sure was 5 used. I don't think I won against him, and I don't remember what my other matchups were, so it's hard to say if it was a complete scrubbing or I did win at least one match. spellcasters, generic spellcasters. I played this in 3 different tournaments, and one of which I didn't make the top 8 in. The others didn't quite make it, but I think I won 2 matches, and the last one, I only won 1 match, which was against Light Swarms. Oh yeah, and the first 2 were Pharaoh's Elite tournaments, and the last one was one of the Groovy Frog tournaments during my visit in 2014. So yeah, I beat Wiggy with playing Light Swarms, and my losses were against Noble Knights and Boojins and Pass. Yeah. Oh wait, I know, I remember. It was against Gladiator Fists, and it was a matchup that I probably could have won, but made a misplay that cost me. But, you know, spellcasters, generic spellcasters could do well, but I guess it's just luck of the draw. And finally, Evil Yubel Hero, which I only ever played in 1 tournament, back in 2011. Because again, like, near the start of the year, I was playing a bunch of chilled out decks. But didn't do great with Evil Yubel Hero, though. Now, because this was on a Sunday, and I was working on the Sundays, I had to miss the first 2 rounds, and yeah, they were by losses. So it's hard to say how I would have done if I'd played the full event. But I did get at least 1 match win, which was against Bradley, one of Max's old friends, playing a mixture of heroes and Amazons, which I did beat, but I lost against X-Sabers and Machiners. But then again, it would have been luck that I'd even won at all, considering back then the deck was bricky as fuck. But it was still a good original idea I had, because I liked the thought of fusing Malicious Edge with any of the Yubel forms to make Malicious Bane, not Malicious Bane, Malicious Fiend. Malicious Bane wouldn't exist for another 80 years. So yeah, I guess it was just simply Yubel, but with some evil heroes thrown in. But yeah, it was bricky and inconsistent as fuck, but still a lot of fun. But look at it now. I mean, since the support we got from Legendary Duelist 5, and I guess Supreme Darkness, Evil Yubel Hero is better than ever. It's a pretty strong deck. Maybe not on the level of my Epic Elite decks, but still pretty strong. And, God, almost an hour in. And yeah, that basically wraps it up. Those are the 58 or 59 decks that I ever played in a tournament. I'll have to mix this into multiple parts, I think. So yeah, that's that. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. See you later. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Dark Magician YouTube channel.